Torture, death threats, and false imprisonment. This sounds like the plot of a movie on terrorism. In reality, we are talking about a lawsuit filed by a local businessman who's now suing a powerful sheikh in a country that caters to U.S. tourists. 11 News reporter Brad Woodard obtained pictures that may be used as evidence in this case.
A place beyond imagination.
From man-made islands to soaring towers of concrete and steel, Dubai has sprung up from the desert floor like a mirage, a jewel in the crown of the United Arab Emirates. Among the epic developments underway, the Palisades. It's being built by Cheikh Issa bin Zayed Al Nahyan as a tribute to his late father, the former president of the UAE.
Honestly, after his father passed away, he felt he's free to do whatever he wants.
Once a trusted advisor and friend of Cheikh Issa, Houston businessman Bassam Nabulsi says he now fears for his life. And if you believe the allegations he levels in a lawsuit filed in Houston's federal court, you can understand why.
Monster.
What we're dealing with here is someone who considers himself above the law. In fact, by custom, the royal family is above the law in the UAE.
Cheikh Issa isn't just the late president's son, he's also the brother of Abu Dhabi's crown prince. Nabulsi says he first met the sheikh in 1994 while making travel arrangements to the medical center for the royal family.
In 95 and 96, our friendship evolved and got closer. And after that, we became very good friends.
And the sheikh was in possession of a large amount of capital and wanted to put that capital to work. So they formed a partnership, and they did business literally all over the world, including Texas.
But in the course of doing business, the lawsuit alleges, Cheikh Issa began a long, slow spiral into depravity, that he came to enjoy torturing people he perceived had slighted him, that he also took pleasure in videotaping the torture sessions.
He thought it impressed women. He would show a video of a torture session, and he would say, "Look what I did. That's me doing that."
Nabulsi says he was entrusted with 3 videotapes of the sheikh's torture sessions. His attorney allowed us to see still frames from one.
The video shows an Afghan national who was providing grain to one of the sheikh's ranches. The sheikh believed that he had been charged for 2 loads of grain when he only had received 1.
The video shows a man who appears to be the sheikh torturing another man for 45 minutes.
Stuffing sand in his mouth, beating him on the buttocks with a plank with nails in it.
Attorney Anthony Busby says the video also shows the sheikh forcing a cattle prod into the man's anus.
In fact, at one point he takes lighter fluid and douses the man's genitals and lights them on fire.
And he showed me the tape in the presence of others, and my immediate reaction was, "You're not a God-fearing person."
Nabulsi says that's when the sheikh turned on him, eventually having him falsely imprisoned on bogus marijuana charges for 3 months.
And they said, "You have tapes for the sheikh, we want him back."
They were telling him every day that we killed your wife yesterday. We raped her before we killed her. We're killing your son tomorrow.
I had the tapes out of the country, but you know, I wouldn't want to say how that might endanger a lot of people, but they were out of the country before I was arrested.
Nabulsi says he was cleared of the charges and deported, and if not for the tapes in his possession, he suspects he never would have made it out of the country alive. He says he earned tens of millions of dollars for the sheikh, and now he's seeking what he says is rightfully his in a courtroom halfway around the world. Brad Woodard, 11 News.
Now, when we tried to contact the Houston attorney representing the sheikh, we were told he's out of the country. We also contacted the U.S. Embassy in Washington, which had no comment.